I think it's a great time for us. Now, why do I say that? Because, you know, these things called tea parties, all these things going on. I'm out, Sue and I are out a lot. What's going on right now? People are really worried. Yeah, they're concerned. They're concerned about themselves, but they're concerned about the direction of the nation. And what does that mean? You know, at a time, which everybody knows is a tough times financially, they understand that. But every household out there, we see it with our children and their families, and I'm sure you see it with your children, your families, your neighbors and friends. Everybody's sort of hunkering down. You know, they're worried about their jobs. What are they doing? They're trying to figure out how to spend less. You know, pay off the credit cards, pay down whatever they owe. You know, be tighter. Just be more concerned about how they're spending their money. They're watching it. Every business, same thing. Same thing. All right, they're worried, and so they're tightening down, and they're figuring out how to do it better and how to spend less and so forth. At some gut level, they don't understand how government can just keep spending. You know what I mean? How can that compute? They understand at some level, okay, federal government can print money. But, you know, at a gut level, it just doesn't register that somehow you can keep doing that. You know, that somehow there's a bill that's going to have to be paid, which is all the debt that's being created, all of the money that's being printed, is a burden that's going to fall on our children and our grandchildren. People get that. They really do. Right? They don't know how to deal with it. And what you're seeing now is a huge frustration out there. Huge. The healthcare debate is just sort of, you know, how would I say, catalyzing that, because it symptomizes, again, the same thing. At a time when we got our nation under huge stress economically, and we haven't gotten our way through this by any means at all. I spent 10 years in the banking business in the 70s, so I have some understanding of finance. All right? That the banking system is still not on solid ground. Credit is not going to small businesses. It's not going to individuals. We're not through this by a long shot. And then here we are talking about some kind of massive government intrusion in the healthcare economy, you know, which is 16%, a sixth of our whole national economy. And you got to hand it to them. You got to hand it to the Democrats. They make it so you can't argue, you can't figure out what point you're going to argue on. Because what's the bill? You know? What is it that we're debating? I mean, the president comes out and talks in great generalities about reform. But if you notice, there's never any substance. There's never any substance. So they think they can jam this to the American people with no substance at the end of the day. And I mean, I've wrestled with this in our state, as all your states are, all your governors are, and Medicaid cost has been escalating at a rate that's not sustainable for any state. It's not sustainable. And what are they doing? Laying more Medicaid burden on the states. You know, I'm saying, listen, we can't print money. We're trying to balance our budget and have to live within balanced budgets. All right. And so they're laying a Medicaid burden on. You can't, and then it shifts from, are we talking about uninsured? Or are we talking about cost of health care? What is it? Because, by the way, solving the two problems are a little bit inconsistent. Because you can't grow the number, or you can't improve the number of uninsured, insure them all, and at the same time, lower cost. You can't. You can't. Right? And so what's happening right now? Taxing individuals, taxing businesses, all right? Laying that burden on, and by the way, and I'm over 65, so all of you out there that like me, they're on Medicare, all right? Not going to happen. All right, does anybody seriously believe that waste and fraud of several $100 billion is going to pay for this program? Now, I say, if it were, why aren't we doing it now? You know, I mean, if there's that much waste and fraud, why aren't we doing it now? So, anyway, this is a time, I don't want to keep you on schedule, don't worry, I know Louis was over there saying, Governor, we're going to stay on schedule, I'll keep you on schedule. But this is a time to be more energized, more engaged, more focused than ever. Because I think the nation is ripe for our message. They are. They're craving some kind of leadership and direction about how we get through this. And at a gut level, they know that what's happening right now is not the solution. It's not the solution. And as I said, I believe that all the Republican principles and the principles of conservatism are what we need to get through this and come out the other side stronger. Stronger. Now, I'll finish with a little story because it's always about what I said. Remember, we got a great story to tell here and not losing sight of it. And it's a story I tell occasionally. It's a fellow lost his wife, his children were far away, etc. He's lonely a lot and didn't know what to do. One day he's driving down the street and he sees a sign out in front of the lawn of his house. It says, talking dog for sale. Talking dog for sale. I say, maybe, that's something that would help me. I've got really nobody, none of my family around. So he backs up, goes up, knocks on the door, and the fella came to the door and he said, hey, you got a sign on it, you got a talking dog for sale. The guy said, yep. He's out back, tied to a tree out back. The fellow went through the house out back. Sure enough, this little dog, sitting there tied to the tree. So it felt a little awkward, I was looking at the dog. And the fellow says, well, I understand you're a talking dog. The dog says, yes. I found when I was a puppy, my owners found that I had this talent, and I'm quite articulate. And over a long period of time, I've had quite a life. He said, when my owners found out that I had this skill and this talent, they took me to Washington. Said I went to work for the CIA. He said they used to put me out on covert operations, because I could sneak into the tent and hear what the terrorists were saying, come back and report on that to the superiors, and they write up all those reports. I was giving them great information. The guy's just shaking his head. And he says, and I've written 2 books. He said, I've written 2 books on my experiences, etc. So about now, the guy just said, this is incredible. This is just what I was looking for. So he says, wait a minute. He goes back in the house, and he said to the owner, he says, yeah, you got a talking dog here. I said, yeah, told you that. He says, how much do you want for him? $10. $10. I said, you want $10 for a talking dog? I said, yeah, he's a damn liar. He's made up all of those stories. So my point is, don't lose sight of what we've got. We've got a great message and a great story.